Hey Aries, how are you? I hope you are doing well. It's been quite the week, honestly. It's been very emotionally exhausting, physically and mentally exhausting. So I hope that you guys are doing well, honestly. I hope that, you're hydrating yourself and feeding yourself and taking care of your body in all ways that you can because you really need it, I think. I especially have been feeling very drained and I've had to like reschedule personal readings because I just do not have the energy to be doing much right now. So I really had to like convince myself to do these readings this week because I felt like I really needed to do them. So yeah, so anyways, Aries, we're going to be going over what you should be expecting for the week of July 8th, okay? This is going to apply to Aries sun, moon, and rising. You can check your tropical chart, your sidereal, and your progress chart to see what resonates most with you. And let's see, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can purchase one or you can book one with me at Sinfulpluto.com and make sure you read all of the listing descriptions because that has most, if not all, of the information that you need, okay? You can find me on social media, Instagram and Twitter at Sinfulpluto. And what else, my loves? What else? Oh, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you feel compelled to, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload my weekly videos and eventually other content. I want to do pick a cards eventually, but we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, okay. I think that's it for now. So, Aries, also I'm using the After Tarot if anyone is interested. So yeah, okay, Aries, what's in store for you the week of July 8th? What is in store for Aries the week of July 8th? What is in store for Aries the week of July 8th? Okay, card flipped over. Alright, we have the Page of Cups reversed. Okay, so you could be dealing with a water sign. This could also be that maybe you're feeling a little bit, the way that this is very much the Pisces card. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. This is very much a Piscean card to me. The Page of Cups reversed can signify that, you could be stuck a little bit in dream world. You might have some sort of idea. You might feel that you want to do something, but no matter how, you're thinking about it and stuff, you're having a hard time putting it into fruition, or kind of manifesting it into reality. Mostly because you're not necessarily taking any sort of action. Usually with the Page of Cups reverse to me, that kind of signifies someone who's very much, very into wishful thinking. Someone who's always like, oh, I want this, I want that, and kind of just stuck in their dream world, but they never necessarily work to make that dream a reality. Do you know what I mean? It's more so I wish, not necessarily I'm going to do this. Does that kind of make sense? So it could be that some of you are kind of stuck in that phase, which honestly makes sense because with this eclipse season going on in the month and for however long, a lot of us are really, it's not really recommended, honestly, to manifest or to manifest anything. So I understand how you have all these ideas, but you feel that you can't really go through with it, especially with the Five of Pentacles here, and with Strength card reversed. You might feel that you don't believe in yourself. You might feel, maybe materially you're just not doing well. Maybe you feel that you don't have enough money to provide for yourself. Maybe you don't have enough money to go through with this idea. Right? Or with whatever thing this is, with the wishful thinking. Or maybe you just don't believe in yourself. Maybe you're not secure within yourself. Maybe you're not even asking for help with this Five of Pentacles here. I also kind of feel that some of you could be being a little bit selfish this week, this coming week, because I'm seeing, you know, this woman, right? I see the woman, and she's carrying whatever is in her sack, and then we see the two guys over here kind of just staring at her, and it seems to me that they're staring at her kind of helplessly, and it's almost that she has all of this stuff, she has all of these tools or resources, you know, and she's carrying them on her back, and she's not even sharing them. But it seems that they're both, you know, in the same, I mean, they look like they're in the same class, or, you know, they're on the same level, because they both seem, the word is, that's not, miserly isn't the word, but they both seem, I mean, poor. They look poor, right? So it could be that maybe you're being a little bit selfish with your resources, or it could be that someone else is being selfish towards you with their resources. It could possibly be a Leo. I know that last week I think I said that you were dealing with a Leo as well, so that's coming through. It could also be that you just don't really believe in yourself, and maybe you don't believe that you are worth help, or that you deserve any sort of assistance or advice or anything like that, or maybe someone else doesn't believe that you are worthy of advice or help or assistance or anything like that. You know, overall, I do see kind of a difficulty in going through with whatever this is. This can also be with the Page of Cups reversed. This can also be someone who, rather than looking at things with rose-tinted glasses, you're looking at things from a much kind of like battle-torn lens, if you will. So, you know, rather than having, you know, everything rose-colored, everything is just really dark and gloomy, and you're being incredibly pessimistic. So this week, it seems like a lot of you might not really believe in yourselves, and it could be that you're focusing so much on the problem. You're focusing so much on, you know, maybe what other people have, and not really going out of the way to attain any of that yourself. Does that kind of make sense? Because with the Five of Pentacles, this to me, it's focusing so much on the problem, focusing so much on feeling bad for yourself that you don't see that you can get help. You know what I mean? Because you're so focused on your own misery. You know, you're focusing maybe on whatever this person has rather than, you know, going into the church and asking for help yourself. Does that kind of make sense? So it could be one of those scenarios as well where you just feel really bad for yourself and you're not doing much to help yourself because of the fact that you're focusing so much on the negative, focusing so much on, you know, on all of the problems that you have, which, I mean, I don't blame you. I completely understand, and I am definitely with you. But, you know, with this sort of mindset, it is hard to kind of do much for yourself, because it's almost like you put yourself at a level where by default you're kind of helpless. Does that kind of make sense? I mean, obviously you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control the way that you react, and you control the way that you approach the situation, I guess you could say. So when you kind of allow yourself to just remain helpless and, you know, kind of maybe even feel bad for yourself or even pity yourself, which, I mean, we've all been on that boat. I'm definitely not I'm not like demeaning you at all, you know. I've been there. I continue to be there at times, you know. But when you put yourself in that mindset, you know, it's difficult to attain that dream or that wish or idea or kind of make it into fruition when you're kind of putting yourself in a mindset where it's not even possible. Does that kind of make sense? So there's that. It also could just be that like a bitter Leo, which is not supporting you at all or not helping you, and maybe that's why you feel a little bit discouraged. But again, with the Strength card reversed, this can also just be that you don't really believe in yourself. You don't have much compassion for yourself. Maybe you have a lot of, maybe you're having self-worth issues at this time. So that could also be an issue, especially with the Five of Pentacles, where it's worth, reputation, stability, security, and stuff. So it could just be you having a hard time finding stability and security into all of that. But I do think that a water sign could be helping you, or just someone older and much more mature and much more emotionally balanced. Doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but someone a lot more mature with the King of Cups. Could be by age or just by mind, you know. This person, I think, is going to help you balance things out and see things from a different perspective. And and I think help you kind of in a way to prepare for any sort of unexpected news or unexpected outcomes or events or anything like that. Because also with the Page of Cups here, I mean, if you put it upright, we see like the fish kind of coming, like, you know, falling out of the cup, right? And so that usually signifies kind of like an unexpected event. And so when the Page of Cups is upright, it's like someone is, you know, looking forward to this unexpected event and they're really happy about it. And if anything, it benefits them. But with the Page of Cups reverse, it's like they're not looking forward to this unexpected event. You know, they're in a way kind of rigid and they're like, I need to know everything that's going on. I don't want any surprises. I don't want any sort of shocking thing to happen. And so I feel that with the King of Cups, I feel that the King of Cups is going to help you with that anticipation of unexpected events, or kind of help you change your mindset towards unexpected event and kind of let go of the desire or the need to feel in control of everything, or to kind of have every stone turned. Does that kind of like it? Because it feels like you want to know everything. You want to know every single outcome because you don't want any sort of surprises, which is understandable because we do have the Five of Pentacles here. So, you know, you are feeling a little bit insecure. You're feeling a little bit just on edge. But I think that the King of Cups is going to help you ease that, okay? And then we have Judgment here, and then we have the Chariot reversed, and then we have the High Priestess reversed. So you really could be dealing with, wow, there's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of water going on here. Because then under that, we have the Five of Cups and then the Eight of Cups reversed. So there's a lot of water energy going on. You could be feeling incredibly emotional, and I don't blame you because, one, it's Cancer season, and two, we are literally in the middle of eclipse season. So there's a lot going on. Okay, so Judgment. I feel like this King of Cups is going to help lead you into this judgment moment of, you know, kind of reflecting on the past and reflecting on what you need to be letting go, and what you need to keep, and kind of atoning for your mistakes or your sins, so to speak, and helping you realize some sort of truth, to realize, you know, the bigger purpose in all of this, to realize the bigger picture in all of this. But it's also kind of a new beginning. And it's just a sense of rebirth here. It's a sense of kind of reincarnation. I mean, you're being offered an opportunity for new life, and obviously that's exhausting. And, you know, we're all going through this huge judgment moment where we're having to reflect a lot on our past. And, you know, the past is, you know, coming back to us. It's coming back, for some of us, it's coming back to haunt us. And for a lot of us, the way that we handle this judgment moment, the way that we handle the past coming forth again, can really determine the future events. Does that kind of make sense? It determines our overall progress, but it also determines how much growth we're able to experience, I guess you could say. It just determines a lot, I think, for you. And then we have the Chariot card reverse. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or I'm sorry, a Cancer or a Pisces. But I really do see a lot of water sign energy here. So I feel that with Judgment and the Chariot card reversed, I really do see that you're going to have a hard time asserting yourself and asserting your independence, especially because the past few weeks you have been in hermit mode for so long. Or you just have been in hermit mode in general. And so it's kind of hard to push yourself out of that little bubble that you've been in for a while. And so with the Chariot card reversed, it's kind of saying, you know, you might feel that you want to retreat. You might feel that you want to retreat to the past and kind of stay in the past rather than use the past as some sort of tool so that you can be boosted forward. And you might be tempted to do that because of the, you know, the sort of dark mindset that you're having this week. But I feel that if you were to retreat, it would be very much a temporary satisfaction and a very superficial satisfaction, because we do have the High Priestess reversed. It wouldn't give you that deep spiritual fulfillment that you have, or that you would want, or that you would need. Because Judgment, once you kind of go through a lot of... Once you go through kind of a lot of shit, once you go through a lot of stuff, by the end of it, even though you're tired, you're proud because you realize how far you have come, right? And so when you kind of remain complacent in all of this, when you remain complacent in this judgment moment, and when you kind of retreat into the past and allow the past to consume you, you'll begin to realize that you're not all that satisfied, and you might even regret it. But by then it's too late, and then you have to really relive everything. Because if you don't get it the first time, then you're just gonna have to continue going through that loop until you finally learn. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. And I mean, we have the Five of Cups, so you're not going to be happy with this decision. If you choose to retreat, you're not going to be happy with the decision in the long term. I see a lot of self-pity here, and I see just a lack of self-worth and kind of just a really pessimistic mindset. And I completely understand you, girl. Like, I get you. But the longer you kind of remain in this mindset, or the longer you revert to old ways of being very pessimistic and not believing in yourself and not practicing building strong boundaries and other things, you stall your rebirth, so to speak. So just keep that in mind. It's really important to remain optimistic and it's not even just optimistic, but just, I guess, realistic about the situation, or just realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. So there's that, okay? Like I said, there could be a water sign who might help you this week, who might help you become emotionally balanced, or it could be that this week you really have to learn how to do that on your own rather than reverting to old ways. So there's that. I'm going to pull a spirit animal oracle really quick for you, and then we'll be done, because I know that this video went way longer than I expected. Alright, Spirit. What messages does Aries need to hear? I'll try to make it quick, because this video is already fucking 20 minutes long. What messages does Aries need to hear? Alright. Oh, we got two, okay. So we have surrender now and lay a solid foundation, okay? So some of you could be needing to work on your root chakra and your heart chakra with the red and the green. That's something that you might need to work on. So surrender now, I mean... The more you try to be in control of the situation and the more you kind of lack faith in yourself, I feel that is the longer you postpone your growth, the longer you postpone your rebirth. And I feel that this card is just saying, yo, like, don't even worry about it, Don't even worry about all the shit that's going down right now, The Page of Cups reversed. I know you have you're having a hard time going through this time period, and you're definitely feeling a little bit like the Five of Pentacles, right? That you're lacking and that you can't solve the problem. But universe has got your back always. So just surrender now, surrender your worries, surrender every possibility of things not going right, because they will go right, okay? Just surrender your worries, your anxieties, your fears to the universe. Give that to your angels. Tell them, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Take it, please. I don't want it. And once you take on that mindset, you'll begin to feel a lot more productive, I think, and you'll feel the anxiety just slowly but surely dissipate, okay? Lay a solid foundation. Honestly, throughout this reading, I was thinking tower moment, tower moment, tower moment, right? I mean, we have judgment, so there's a lot of karma in the air, which, I mean, I understand. I mean, it's eclipse season. But listen, once you surrender to everything that is going on, once you let everything break down, because I do think that some of you could really be trying to keep things together, and maybe that's why you're retreating, and maybe that's why you're reverting back to old ways, because it's the only thing that you know, and it's the only thing that you know works. So to me, this is like, once you surrender everything, once you let everything break down, you'll be able to make a better foundation for yourself. You just have to trust the process, which obviously is a lot easier said than done. So much easier said than done. But I promise it's worth it, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. I know that it's a hard week. I'm feeling it. I know you're feeling it. But we got to move forward, okay? We have to move forward. I don't want you to be feeling like this Eight of Cups reversed here, okay? I don't want you to kind of just remain complacent and stay in the situation that you're in just because it's familiar to you and it's the only thing that you know that you can work with. Does that kind of make sense? I feel that you really have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and just go through a lot of reflection, introspection, just go through the motions, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. I love you so much. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell. If you want to purchase a reading with me, everything that you need to know is down below, okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.